To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing end them. Well, it's been that kind of couple of days. Very busy. So, like I said yesterday, I've been looking at all the different verbs that I have to master in Spanish. And apart from the past tenses, which are definitely confusing, our dear friend, or friends, the verbs ser y estar, definitely are still confusing. Very confusing. So it's taking more time than I thought. But I'm going to persevere, because there's no other choice really. But yeah, it is taking a bit of time. So I recognised that just with ser and estar, there's plenty to do, and particularly when you start changing the expression of time into the past or the future, there's even more changes. So there's quite a lot to make sure I'm not making mistakes with. Sometimes I'm getting the two confused, which is really the problem with that one. So yes, if you're also having problems with some of the grammatical intricacies, shall we say, of your journey in English, you have my sympathy. I know it's tricky. I'm going to share with you briefly what I'm trying to do to help me with my Spanish. So I'm taking the verbs that I've noted from the last 7 or 8 chapters I've read through in the Bregstein book, I'm studying. And I'm converting those briefly into past, present, future forms, but also with a sentence to help me. So it's not just the verb and the conjugation, but it's also actually a proper sentence, to see if I can make it work more practically, see a more practical application of the verb. Because I think that's more helpful to see it in a real life situation than just like the grammar listing on the page. So it does take a bit of time, but I think in the end we're better rewarded with that because we can see how it works in a real situation. So where I can, I'm going to put them into the, like as I said, the flashcard scenarios that I'm trying to work for. And if not, then I'm just looking for a useful sentence or a commonly used sentence for that particular verb, to give me some context, let's say, some context to put that together in. So that's my tip for today. Yes, to be or not to be. Who makes this up? So wherever you are, I hope you're having a splendid evening. And from Medellin, saludos y hasta pronto, amigos. Cheerio for now.